Alright, we're going to do another iOS 13 comparison between two iPhones that you probably don't even know, like why would you even put them in the same frame? The iPhone 6s and the iPhone XS Max. Now this is the XS Max, as you can see. I mean, you probably couldn't tell from the back because this is carbon fiber, but as you can see, it is a fully working, like, I don't have to say it. But the reason it does have that skin on the back is because this one does have a cracked back, so if you see it from now on, just look at the sides. I mean, obviously you can tell it is a XS Max, but they both have iOS 13, the beta 4 on it right now, and this is kind of going to be the comparison test we're going to see on future versions of iOS. Now, one thing that I've been seeing is, first of all, you guys love the 6S for some reason. I know I love it too, but on top of that, I feel like the iPhone 6S got slower on iOS 13 than it was on iOS 12. I'll drop a video later on talking about that, but let's go ahead and see how these two phones compare. Obviously, the XS Max is going to be faster, or is it? Question mark. Let's find out. And guys, I promise I will go ahead and update the background songs that you listen to in between the awkward pauses that are when I'm opening the apps. I'm just trying to figure this out, dude. I'm figuring out as much as you guys are. Everything is cleared out in the background. Let's go ahead and start loading up these apps. Let's do Facebook, or let's do Quizlet. 3, 2, 1. And the iPhone 6s opened it up faster than the iPhone XS Max, which is crazy because I just stated that the iPhone 6s was slower on iOS 13, and I'm going to be proven wrong again. Why am I always wrong? Let's do Netflix. 3, 2, 1. We got a little pop-up, but that still shouldn't recommend or, affect what the performance was between these. In my cases, I've never seen that happen. Snake versus Blocks. 3, 2, 1. And it's looking like the XS Max will open it up faster, I think. And yes, I'm finally right for once. Now, the quick thing to note, both these apps and all these apps on both these phones were already open in the background. Not already opened. It's not like this like the first time they were open on either of these devices. So let's go ahead and get into some gameplay. I'm assuming one's going to glitch up more than the other, and it's looking like I think the 6S is kind of glitching up a little bit more. This isn't like a super intensive app to begin with, but you can kind of tell and see the performance on themselves. Thank you. 3, 2, 1. And as you saw, the iPhone XS Max did get into it faster, which is good. Let's get into some gameplay. Let's see what's the difference between these. And I think you'll be able to see that they're both almost identical. Like, this is not even intensive a game at all. This is a very basic game. Fruit Ninja, 3, 2, 1. Usually I do this at the end, but I'm following the XS Max kind of layout here versus the iPhone X 6S. As you see, the iPhone XS Max got into it way faster. Let's go and accept those things. And that's pretty much that. I'm not even going to show the gaming comparison because you already know the XS Max is going to beat it. Facebook, 3, 2, 1. The XS Max beat that on the Facebook test as well. Twitter, 3, 2, 1. And the iPhone 6S actually beat it there too. And I found that out, like, every single device, like, that I'm comparing it, the A6S to, it's always slower on the Twitter test, which is really weird and awkward, kind of makes me feel uncomfortable. Instagram, 3, 2, 1. The iPhone XS Max got into it there too, which is good news. Paper IO 2, 3, 2, 1. And the iPhone XS Max is faster. Let's go and get into some gameplay on both of them, and you'll probably be easily able to tell that for some reason Paper IO 2 glitches on basically all my phones, but it's way less glitchy on my iPhone XS Max than it is on my iPhone 6S, as expected. Snapchat, 3, 2, 1. The XS Max beat it there too. Temple Run, 3, 2, 1. And as you can see, the iPhone XS Max beat it there as well. And I'll go ahead and restart this because for some reason I'm always in the middle of a game on this one. Temple Run, 3, 2, 1. As you saw, the iPhone XS Max beat it, but honestly not by much. I'm actually pretty shocked about the difference in speed between these because there really isn't that big of a speed difference between these apps, which is crazy. I'll do Real Racing 3 for the last one. Let's go ahead and do Temple Run 2. 3, 2, 1. And honestly, that one was almost like a tie, to be honest. But let's go ahead and get into some gameplay, see what the differences are between these. As you can see, the performance is almost identically the same on both of them. I almost messed up there, but they're almost identical, like, to be honest. As expected, honestly. Bofa, 3, 2, 1.
As
you saw, the XS Max got into it there faster too. Like I said, as expected. Now let's end this off with the Real Racing 3, and then I'll do some RAM management tests at the end. 3, 2, 1. And we both have to download things on both of them, which I really don't feel like doing. But I'll keep these out in the background so they can download, and we'll go ahead and load up some RAM management in the back. So this one has 2 gigs of RAM, the 6S. The iPhone XS Max has 4 gigs of RAM. So let's see which one holds up better. Let's do Quizlet. 3, 2, 1. And as you can see, the 6S actually had to reboot. The iPhone XS Max was able to keep that app in the background. 3, 2, 1. And Netflix had to restart as well. The XS Max is doing actually a really good job at keeping those apps in the background. I'm really proud of it. Snake vs. Blocks. Now I'm assuming that, yeah, this one had to restart. So this one, you know, it's not bad, the success, but you can definitely tell it has a little bit of an issue keeping that app in the background. And if you're super far into a game, I mean, you're gonna have to restart, which is kind of sad. We can get into Temple Run 2. 3, 2, 1. Surprisingly, it didn't have to restart, but we were also not that deep into the game to begin with, so it's really not that big of a deal in my opinion. So ultimately, I think the iPhone 6S definitely held its own in terms of the speed comparison round, but when it comes to keeping apps in the background and everything, it really needs some help. I mean, it's definitely not as, you know, as crazy as the iPhone XS Max, but the iPhone XS Max is a much newer device, much more expensive, so it's honestly expected. So if you have an iPhone 6S, and I don't think that this is definitely like a bad look for the iPhone 6S at all. I think honestly it kind of shows like, yes, the 6S is a slower device, it's not as good, whatever, but that's expected because it's the older device. It's the cheaper one out of the two now, and it's kind of cool to see how far we've came, to be honest. So 6S users, don't be afraid, keep your phone, it's not a big deal. For XS Max users, man, get your game up, dude. Make your phone faster, you know what I mean? But that's pretty much it. If you guys have any questions or anything, leave it down in the comment section below. Hit that like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. Every single subscriber that we get really does count, so it'll mean so much if you guys could hit that. Also, check out the other links down in the description as well. My Twitter, my Instagram, my second channel. All those links are linked down below. I would really appreciate it if you guys could check it out. But more importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.